Tengo mi manera, nadie que me ponga un alto, creciendo, aprendiendo. La vida es bonita y todos se la pasan dramatizándola. Trabajando, meditando, enfocándome en mis sueños para salir del suelo. Y yo fumo para alcanzar el cielo, escribiendo para acostarme en las nubes de mis sueños. Sigo yo, tomándomela, pasándomela, fumándomela, yeah. Tomándomela, pasándomela, fumándomela, yeah. Tomándomela, pasándomela, fumándomela, yeah. Tomándomela, pasándomela, fumándomela.
Hey, what's up? It's Thegreatsilvinni and welcome back to my channel. Long time no see, you guys, but today we're gonna talk about Amazon. Alright guys, so I'm actually woke up like maybe an hour ago. I'm a little bit chilly, but got my hoodie and we're just gonna jump right into this video. Today we're gonna talk about Amazon, guys. I've been a little bit busy, so I just wanted to give you guys a little run through of the few little advice, tips, tricks on how to, I guess, survive your first week, or maybe things that I feel is an essential to just making it through your days, and what you need to have and what you need to know. Things that I wish I knew. I just want to say really quickly though, I watched a lot of YouTube videos about people giving their week one, or if they quit their first day. A lot of people just giving Amazon lots of negativity as far as like comparing Amazon and the work life there to a prison and slavery, someone mentioned. And just basically that they don't care about their employees or this or that. Mind you, I understand that Amazon has lots of different locations, lots of different warehouses all over the country. And because of that, I do understand that not every warehouse is going to have a clean, organized environment. So I can only speak of the location where I work and the warehouse that I work, and my location's fairly new. I think they've been open for 2 years, maybe 3 tops. So I'm gonna let you guys know basically some things that you guys need to know, and then obviously my experience there. I'm gonna give you guys 12 different little tips plus a 13th little bonus one. And fuck it, like I'm just gonna start with the last one that I wanted to share with you guys. But mental health, okay? So mental health, basically, if you are going to be working at Amazon, I would highly suggest that you go in with just a good head on your shoulders, knowing why you're going in there, focusing on that, and just listen. To be honest, the work is really repetitive, and so if you're not mentally okay doing something so many times, and not only like is it, I mean, it's physically exhausting also, so it's one of those things where it's like, it's not gonna make you feel any better. Okay, it's not gonna make you feel any better. You're gonna be just feeling stuck and feeling like you're like don't have a purpose. I don't know, it's just, you have to make sure that you can motivate yourself. Not all the time will somebody come around and be like, hey, good job. You know, you have to be mentally and physically strong to really just push yourself, motivate others. I'm very good at talking to myself. I talk to myself all the time, actually. So I motivate myself all the time. So I was like, yes, you go. One thing that you can do, this kind of goes hand in hand with like being on time to work, is that because they do have a point system, the only way you can really get fired is not coming in for your shift and stealing. Okay. Like I said, being on time, mental health, motivating yourself, talking to yourself, being kind to yourself, talk nice to yourself. Don't beat yourself up. Don't doubt yourself. Motivate yourself. If you feel like you're just losing energy, like, okay, Sylvia, you got this, let's go. Only X amount till break, or X amount till you get off, or, you know, give yourself your own little challenges. Like, okay, let's see how I can, you know, how good I can build this palette. I mean, Amazon is really just like playing Tetris. Like, you know, you have to find the box and make it fit where you, I mean, it's basically you're learning how to build a palette. And if you built your palette good, then your day just, I mean, you just have to know why you're there. You have to know your end goal. And you have to make sure that you're solid. I can't speak for everybody. I can't give you a how-to. It's just something that you have to do for yourself. Making sure that outside of work, you don't lose focus and passion on your hobbies, passions. Do something for yourself. There's a lot of different things that you can do that are considered self-care. Yeah, I mean, man, I'm in that break room meditating. I don't know if people are staring at me or judging me because my eyes are closed. And I do whatever I need to do to get myself through a sort or two. Actually, I work 2 sorts. So do what you gotta do for you. Don't focus on anybody else, because 10 times out of 10, they could really care less about how you're getting through your day. They're focused on themselves. As far as being on time, and again, it goes hand in hand with motivation. I am a big procrastinator. I will admit, I'm a very good procrastinator. And so I put little alarms for myself. And I have many alarms. I have 2 in particular that tickle me. And it's at a certain time I put, you should probably leave by now. And I do that about 3 to 5 minutes before I should actually be like in my vehicle. So I can give myself like, okay, like that's a little warning kind of reminder. And then the other one is at like 6:30, which I know by then I should already have left. And it's just a little thing where it's like, okay, if you are on the road, if you already left, I'm proud of you. And I'll be driving and then my little reminder goes off and it says, I'm proud of you if you left already. And I'm like, you go, girl. You know, just a little motivation, like, that's so funny. This brings me to my next thing, hydration. One thing that I didn't know if I could do is bring water onto the floor. A lot of people bring, obviously, the ones with caps. At my warehouse, again, my warehouse, I would definitely take nothing. I'll get to that later, but you can. Like I said, my first day, I didn't bring anything except a little bit of food, obviously water, but I left it in my vehicle. I knew that they had water stations from just looking into other YouTube videos. And so I knew that water would be something that I could just get from there. And I didn't have any. And I knew the food was in my vehicle, so if I needed to run out during my 30 for lunch, that I could get that, obviously. So I wanted to feel out the place, see what was good, see what others were bringing, kind of, you know, just feel out the environment. And yeah, so I found out really quickly that I could bring this. I don't get, like, I usually have a straw in this, but I don't need it. I can just sip out of it. So that's how I've been doing it. And I'll just close it so no particles get in it, and I leave it somewhere safe. And then but I do take it on the floor with me. I do refill it. They have ice machines. They have water, you know, filtered water. So I just fill up every break and lunch that I get. Very important to stay hydrated. If you're not drinking water, I would suggest something with like vitamin water that has electrolytes. You're sweating. I mean, you're sweating, so you have to put that back in you. there's times, especially if I wear two sorts, which is all the time, for the most part, where I will feel the sweat down my neck, or like my lids, like my eyes will start burning because it's like I'm sweating. It's a workout. I don't need a gym membership. I've had one before, got rid of it. Amazon is my workout. Amazon is my gym, okay? I've burned so many calories. I walk so many steps, miles. It's a workout. So be prepared to at least walk at least 20,000 and more steps a day. There. Yeah. Just trying to make sure that I don't go all over the place. So yeah, as far as time, I like to make sure that I am there at least 15 minutes early. Reason for that, I think I mentioned this in another video, but I take like 5 minutes to just get my stuff together. Another 5 minutes to walk from a vehicle to wherever I'm going. And then, yeah, I just like to be early there in particular because time is money. Another thing, chapstick. All right, chapstick is essential. The reason I say this is because, again, just like your body, when you're sweating, you're releasing, so you need to put back in. Same with lips. I mean, there you do have to wear a mask. Hello, COVID, we're in 2020. It is a requirement. There's no putting it here, there's no just putting it here, like you will get fired. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm not ballsy enough to try that. Again, if I drove X amount of time to get there in the first place, I'm not about to get sent home. I need my money. Let's go. So, mask, sweating, all that. Definitely keep your lips hydrated as well. Yeah. The other thing is elevate your feet. Your feet will hurt, ache, swell. So whenever I go on my 30, again, if you're working a two-sort, you have this option. Even if you're break, I mean, if you're just 30 feet out somewhere, I don't know. But I go to my vehicle on my 30. I'm not ballsy enough to go to my vehicle on break. I go on my 30 and I kick my feet up on my console thing to make sure that the flow of my blood is good, and it'll also help my feet not to ache as much. That brings me on to my next point, which is shoes. Like I said, your feet will swell. Make sure that your shoes that you have, that they're not super like that your feet are not compressed. Make sure that you have just a little bit of extra room in that shoe for the swellness. Is that a thing? Oh my goodness. Anyways, just make sure you have enough room in there. Make sure the width is good. Make sure they're not on too tight. Make sure you have a good sole. If you have to invest in that, invest. When you're off, once in a while, if you get a pedicure, get that shit massaged, get that, like, for sure. Take care of your feet and your hands. Take care of your mind. Literally, body, mind, soul. Take care of yourself, man. It's so important. I was telling my friends and stuff that for the first time in a really long time, I mean, I do meditate a lot, and I do have that to thank for me getting to this point, but I was laying in bed yesterday. I was kind of just relaxing. I was on my phone, and I was writing in my notes some bullet points for this video, and like I knew I was gonna film today, and I was like, man, like I'm really relaxed. My body and my mind is just really, my mind was so still. I wasn't really having like lots of thoughts running through my head as I usually do. It was just still, it was silent, and I was just focusing on whatever I was watching, like in the moment. It wasn't sticking, it was just kind of flowing through. Everything was flowing really nice, and my body was relaxed, and I didn't feel like exhausted. I didn't feel beat up. It was good. So yeah, so like I said, just good shoes, stretching, make sure that you stretch. I tend to stretch now every day, but like when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is obviously, one of the first things I do is stretch. when I'm in line and there's no, you know, boxes coming through the sorting machine, stretch. Just keeping that always going, keeping your body, obviously the first week is going to be hard because your body is either A, not used to it, 2, it's still conditioning, and 3, if you are used to it, then just make sure you keep stretching. You can never, don't like overstretch, obviously, like don't be all extra and just with it, like don't push yourself, just do enough. The other point that I want to make is you will lose weight. So if you're trying to maintain the weight that you have now, I would suggest you make sure that you eat. They have plenty of fridges there for you to put your lunchbox in there. Make sure that you eat. If you are trying to lose weight, you can always put your waistband on. But you can put your waistband, waist trainer, whatever, and that'll obviously really help you in the sweating process even more. Again, you're constantly moving. Also something to enhance that if you are trying to lose weight is these little packets. It's the same brand as my waistband, my sweatband. It's called Sweet Sweat. And basically, I'm just gonna read right off of it. It's targets slow to respond problem areas, promotes an additional increase in circulation, sweating, and motivation, accelerates warm up and cool down in time, helps reduce muscle fatigue, soreness, and strains. And just gonna show you guys that. But yeah, so it's a workout enhancer. Again, Amazon itself is a workout, so you can do that. Obviously, just hydrate. Man, I've heard some people say they lost 20 pounds in their first month there, in the first 3 weeks or 4 weeks there. So I'm excited about that. Like I said, I've been in the medical field for 9 years, so just sitting at a desk, and snacking. So the fact that I get to have a more physical active job is amazing. I don't mind the labor because I was raised by my dad, and so we always had, I was always getting my hands dirty. I was always outside working, yanking weeds, cleaning gutters, like putting in pavement, like you name it. Yeah, for sure. So I don't mind doing that. Yeah, I've actually was told on my 4th day that I had potential to just move up, like to be one of the managers there. So that's pretty exciting. I'm sure not everyone gets told that, but and also just by my coworkers on certain lanes, they're like, "We love your motivation. Like you're always just like happy," and like I'll literally motivate other people. Like, okay, good job. Like if we clear a whole lane, I'm like, "Good job, you guys. Like we did that. Hell yeah." And they're like, yeah, and they'll put a smile. You can tell, like, from a mask if they're, like, smiling from, like, their cheeks and their eyes. I don't know, but, I'm a social butterfly there. It's actually interesting because I have so much social anxiety, but for some reason there, I'm just like, yes, like, yeah. All right, so, let's see, we talked about food, right? Yes. I just pick these granola bars. I get these from Aldi's because that's the place that I go to. I'll take 2 of those, and then got some Cheez-Its right here. Spice already open because I've been nibbling on it. But Cheez-Its are my shit. Granola bars. I don't really bring like a whole big meal because I don't want to be like, I don't want to be heavy. I don't want to feel heavy at work and like feel like, oh my gosh, why did I do that? Or feel like I want to throw up. Like, no. Also, they have vending machines there, guys. I don't have my badge because that's another thing that I wanted to mention is that I would highly suggest that you leave your badge in your vehicle. Reason for that, if you trust to leave it in your vehicle, leave it in your vehicle because I don't know if they charge you for a new badge, but the last thing you want to do is if you're already running late or something, like, is take that extra time to, I don't even know if they'll take I'm sure they will give you a new one, but I don't want to be in a rush at the door for any reason, or even just be on time out the door, but still for some reason forget my badge out of all things, and then you can't punch in or out, do this or that. So to get into the building, you do need your badge. I leave mine around my my rear view mirror thingy, just so it's always there. Just like I leave a mask on my little GPS holder thing as well, so or phone holder, whatever. So I won't ever forget those two things. They do have a vending machine there though with ibuprofen. Just scan your badge and it comes out like a bag of chips. So, and it's all free to the employees. They also have extra gloves, so if you forget your gloves, that's fine. Again, this is why I leave my mask. They have masks there though, but this is why these things I don't care to forget at home, because again, you can get these up to as many times as you work that week. You can get as many of that through the vending machine. Yellow is for medium, red is for small, blue I think is for large. Mine is right here. This is something that you get on your first day. By the way, my first day, everybody from the people that I was with only worked one sort. I worked two. I didn't know what to expect. After my first sort, I wasn't supervised. Wasn't told where to go or anything. Like, I just started scanning shit. So, I mean, that's how you learn, right? At least that's how I learn. I have to actually, like, I'm a hands-on person. But yeah, so my gloves, I have it here. This is to cut the wrap when you're wrapping your pallets. My Fitbit is amazing. My Fitbit has never been more happier, you guys. I gotta charge it, but this is amazing. That's also motivating, because if you set goals for yourself, when you look down on that, yeah. Also, just time-wise, Amazon is all military time, so if you're not familiar with that, I would suggest you start to familiarize yourself with that if you're going to be working for Amazon. If you're starting soon, make sure that you know what times are what, because all the punch-in clocks there and everything, they're all military time. If you're picking up an extra shift and it says 0000, don't walk in at noon thinking that you're ready for your shift, because you'll be sent home, because no, you missed your shift. It was at midnight. Also, I have this right here. I'm like debating if I should put it on or not. But anyways, this goes like this. It's my little harness. This I probably will still wear even after I don't have to wear my vest, because this has my things to clip my my scanner. You get a scanner. They do clean and sanitize all the time, so you do have to be 6 feet apart and everything. So they are taking precautions in that way. Obviously, they have had reported cases, but again, they're doing everything they can to clean every single day. And if you do develop symptoms, let them know, and Amazon does pay you for the time that you are off, up to 2 weeks. So that's pretty dope. So there's that, and then all trainees, new people, will have to either wear a yellow vest with orange this, or this one. Just depends on what group you're in, but this is mine. I don't want to throw it on. You've probably already seen it in the thumbnail, what it looked like with this on. After 2 weeks, you can take it off. The reason they tell you 2 weeks with this is because you do not want to get pulled into working a certain section that you're not trained for yet, that you don't know nothing about. So this just helps people know, like, hey, I'm new. Yeah. So that's that. Things that I would suggest also is making sure that whatever you're wearing has pockets. You can wear anything. You can wear jeans, you can wear sweats, you can wear workout pants, whatever. Make sure it has pockets. That way you can put your keys, you can put your phone. If you do not do that, I would suggest a fanny pack. I've seen a lot of people wear fanny packs. I'm actually gonna go out and purchase one myself today. Just because they do have lockers, but because of COVID, I mean, they're so close together that it's literally a little square, and they're so close together though that it's obviously like a safety hazard right now or something. So we're not allowed to use the lockers, so you can't just throw your shit in there. So fanny packs are the way to go. They'll hold your granola bars, they will hold your chapstick, they will hold your phone, money, whatever else you want to put in there, they will hold that. Tampons, like whatever, like they will hold that. By the way, the bathrooms do have tampons, ladies. They have everything that you can think of that you would need. They have it there for you for free. They do have raffles, they have different contests, the benefit plans, the vision and dental are free, you do pay for medical, they do go half on you, half with you on the 401, life insurance is free through them. They also do offer this right here, they pay once a year for work shoes from Zappos. So basically you go to that website, you put in your login stuff, and the ones that I'm ordering are 150 something, and I'm only paying for the taxes, which is like $17. So that's a pretty good deal. So thank you to Amazon for that. That's pretty dope. Again, this is only my first week. When people ask me how I liked it, and it was like my second day, I'm like, it's been about a week, you know, because I want to be able to give you guys my full, honest review on it. And so far, so good. I'm gonna hustle it out, you know what I'm saying? Especially because it's busy right now, but we're not even in our peak season, which means it's gonna get busier. The holidays are coming. I'm all for that overtime. I'm all for that extra pay. So I schedule myself, apart from my scheduled hours, 40 hours. I make sure that I get 40 a week. And you also do get paid weekly, which is pretty cool. I've never had that before. I've always got paid on the 15th and the last day of the month, or bi-weekly. So this weekly thing is new to me. We'll see how that goes, but obviously getting things, you know, in budget and figured out of how much I need to save where each week is going to be new to me, but nothing I can't do. Another thing is make sure that you talk to the right people. There's a lot of people, there's a lot of diversity, man. People from all different walks of life, ages as well, from fresh out of high school to in their 60s. I know I was talking to somebody yesterday who worked for UPS 27 years, and she just works there for a few hours at Amazon. And she was actually the one that told me that I have a lot of potential and that she really likes me. I'm really motivated. She's like, I wish I can have you in my lane. I mean, you can like look for people and choose which lane and work with them if you want. There's assigned lanes, but anyways, for me right now, like I'm wherever. I'm just like in sortation north, I think, or south. I don't know which one. But I stick to that. And yeah, but she was like, I wish I could have you working with me all the time. Like, we'll get some stuff done. I'm like, hell yeah. There's also somebody that I met that does lashes. And I'm like, yes, because I've been dying to get my lashes done. I don't suggest you wear makeup there, though. I don't care to look pretty. I don't care to cover up any red spots, which is why I wear makeup. Yeah, no, I do not wear any makeup there. I barely do my eyebrows there. So I'm not trying to impress anybody either. Just so you know, also, when you go to your orientation thing, which for me was like 2 hours away, it is at a hotel. Prepare to take a drug test. It is a mouth swab, so not too bad, right? But still prepare to do that because you just will have to do that. Also, if you want to transfer from just a regular badge, you'll see what it looks like, to a blue badge. Blue badge basically states that you are more than just temporary. It also gives you full benefits, and which is pretty nice. And it's just one of those things where, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So if you transition from that to a blue badge, when you apply for the blue badge, that same day, they will drug test you. Okay, they will drug test you, and just be prepared for that. Somebody told me that they don't do it again. If you already did one during your orientation, that you don't have to do it again for it. But I'd asked somebody in the human resource department, and they said you do. So I just wanted to double check, so I can give that information to you guys as well, because I knew I was making this video. You do have to do a drug test. And yeah, I mean, you can wear whatever you want. You can put your earphones in discreetly if you've been there long enough. I wouldn't try that as a newbie because you need to pay attention to, honestly, I don't think I would even try that because you need to pay attention to when they're calling out your groups. Because of COVID, we're divided into 3 groups. I always end up with the 3rd one because I go in at a certain time, and I think my last name has something to do with it. So there's that. Hair has to be above the shoulders. So because I have long hair, I always have my hair in a bun, always. Again, I'm just following what they tell me because, I mean, why are you trying to, the only way you want to stand out is in a good way. That's all I have to say. I don't care to like be talked to any other way. Like, just no. If you're coming to me, make sure you're coming to me with some great news. I do plan to move up within the company. I do plan to stay there for a little bit. By a little bit, I mean I'm gonna do what I have to do for sure. And it gets my foot in the door to a lot of other things. Actually, it may not seem like it, but it is. I'm trying to think what else I wanted to tell you guys. I think that's it, actually. I think I went through everything. I've been like checking off my little whiteboard things that I wanted to discuss with you guys. So yeah, that was actually all 13 things that I wanted to share with you guys. This video is already like 30 minutes long. But yeah, if you guys have any questions though, go ahead and interact with me down below in the comment section. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I can answer them for you there. If not, my email is always down in the description box, booksilvinni4@yahoo.com. You guys can email me there with any questions, comments, concerns, business stuff. You can do that there. You know how guys wear like caps when they don't have like a fresh cut or whatever? Well, this is me because I just woke up. My hair is just like not it right now, but I'm gonna go ahead and get my day started. I'm gonna go ahead and edit this video and you guys will see it soon. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you again for subscribing if you are subscribed. If you have watched this video all the way through, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to turn on your notifications and just press that little bell to do that, okay? And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.